Hey guys, what's up, my darling MVPs? How are you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. As it they do waiting, as it they hot. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on the bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel, or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me. How do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the horse. Oh, right now, as I'm just looking at my screen, I'm just looking at Baye at the mezzanine floor. That is the HOH lounge. She's just calm. She's quiet. Like, I'm just a feel for her. I feel she's going through a lot, but she doesn't know how to say it because she's this kind of person that doesn't, speak out. Yeah, she's going through a lot. She's just in her feelings because they are just trying to make jest of her that she sleeps a lot, that her fans are strong, that kind of a thing. She just they mute, they look them. Anyways, guys, what is wrong with our HOH Shawzy? Shawzy is indeed in his feelings. He was actually doing his workouts at the gym, the HOA gym. Next thing he just they give some kind of staring at space, and all of that. But I know what will be wrong with him. I think he will feel favored because out of all the whole guests who came to that show, he is the only one remaining. That house just knows how to work on the housemate feeling. Still talking about feeling, Cross the boss has been staring at Kimopara's space, looking at the wardrobe like, this my babe don't go. We know that Cross actually did enjoy his 3 weeks. I think that 3 weeks that Kimopara came was the best week for Cross in Biggie's house. He has not experienced a better week because that is the girl he likes, and then it is what it is. It's so funny that the girl did not even tell him that she's a guest because she's not permitted to say so. Last, Cross go do all right. So, guys, hey, let's talk about Adekunle scenario and whatever that is happening. Adekunle Palava. So, after everything that happened, Adekunle went Angel after I told you from my previous video that Angel actually did tell Soma. She finally told Soma that she was the one that did whatever she did there. So afterwards they were sitting at the dining, and then Adekunle pulled his own chair and joined them and started analyzing, because the guy too, they wonder who do that thing, like who could it be, so he was like that he thinks that it is that he is actually seeing CC ways that he do not understand. That because CC is this kind of person that is kind of confrontational, that if you make her invest, you go tell him to your very face, see, I did not do this, you understand? That he has been watching CC this week. She's always saying if you wrong her, she would tell you to your face that I did this. But ever since this one happened, CC have not said anything, you understand? And he is kind of suspicious, and he also, as they were discussing that, he now also say, are you sure you guys are not the one? That is Angel and Adekunle, sorry, Angel and Soma. So when he said, are you sure you guys are not the one, what I was expecting is for Angel to kindly open up as at that moment. I think Adekunle would have taken it a bit lightly than, you understand? I was thinking Angel would say, is me, or can you please find a way to tell Venita to calm down? That kind of a thing. Because already she was telling Soma, how will she not own up? How will she open up? But right now, Adekunle was still coming there joking with them, say, they suspect the 12 now. He was like, Soma, now you they call me bad, but that kind of a thing. But Soma was laughing that he's not him and all of that. If I was in that house, knowing the kind of person Angel is, the facial reaction she had on when Adekunle was saying that, I would have suspected that she was the one. Adekunle insists on telling them that, are you sure you guys are not the one? Are you sure you guys are not the one? But they're not going to own up. I was thinking Angel would open up as at that time, but she didn't. So the suspicions continued circulating like that. So everyone is a suspect. Meanwhile, if Angel did not reveal it to him now, that means she did not plan revealing it until the show is over. Anyways, barely have 2 weeks and the show will be over. Let's go back to Venita going to the wardrobe area. Look at what Venita wrote on Adekunle's wardrobe. A joke to you. She was actually then removing her things and whatever, But last, Adekunle was just staring, looking at her do her thing, the packing. She was just frowning. But last, the camera later went on them where they were hugging. They later hugged it off. Adekunle was still not telling her the same thing, that this one of the reasons why she's also thinking CC again now is that CC did not come to actually confront him or something. But I think Venita is still of the strong opinion that CC did not do that. And then Adekunle now say, he wanted to say something, and Venita was like, go on, say it. He was like, mercy. that he wouldn't know if it was alcohol or something. But yesterday night, Mercy told him that she's going to rock him next week. That was what Adekunle told Venita. That Mercy said she's going to rock him next week. Then Venita was like, then it is obvious. Venita was like, now you see where it is coming from, meaning that Venita was not putting it that whatever Doyin said was because of Mercy told her. I don't, I can't even get how Mercy and Venita starts this rivalry or whatever. How they started this their thingy, I don't even understand. How did it even happen? That Mercy and Venita, who used to be close, now they are not close again. I remember when Angel always said she always feel like the third shot of tequila because she feels that Mercy would definitely pick Venita over her. But right now, reverse is the case. So now Adekunle telling Venita that Mercy told him that she's gonna rock him next week. So Venita was like, now you get where it's coming from, meaning that Mercy wants her to go home so that she will be free to, And I remember earlier on when Adekunle do get close to Mercy, Venita doesn't like it, she will complain and be like, I don't want to see you close to her. So Venita now asked Adekunle, so what is your plan if she comes to dance with you? Adekunle was like, I'm not going to allow it. I already set that boundary from the earlier stage, when Venita did not find her funny. Now, that means Mercy is in Venita's mind right now that, oh, this girl really truly wants Adekunle. So, do you think Venita has in mind that Mercy could write that letter too? I just they laugh, and I think maybe it's just alcohol. When Mercy is tipsy, I think the best thing for her is just to go to sleep or something, right? And also Venita was like, it's so surprising to see that she did not even react after Doyin said whatever she said, that she not going to give people free her down in her normal person, that she would have showed her hot. She will even receive the hot while leaving. That she did it to Gidoni. Remember Gidoni, their season mates. Venita has this Gidoni and Kafi for the first time. Now this is the second time. She's saying she did it to Gidoni now. She did it to Gidoni that she doesn't know what happened, that she did not even react towards doing whatever she did. But she actually ended the conversation with Adekunle that now she knows Adekunle, the only thing they owe themselves is to protect each other. Nobody got their back in the house. That Adekunle will protect her and she will protect Adekunle, and that is all that matters. She now asked Adekunle, is there something else I need to know you have not told me? Adekunle was like, no. Adekunle was acting like he was thinking and like no, nothing else. I'm like, okay, this ship, una they try, well. Though Venita says she's gonna meet Doyin outside of the house, and outside they go run am. I can't wait for post show. I keep saying this. Meanwhile, sis still they insist that it will be Doyin that wrote that letter. She was outside with Alex, Neo, and Pere. So she was like insisting, and then they were like checking it. Oh, it's true. Doyin used her left hand and her right hand, because that letter says, I am using my left hand to write this to you so that you would not notice who wrote it. The funny thing is the way Sisi can even bet money that it was Doyin that wrote it. Because currently, even at the HOH lounge, she's still saying the same thing. That it was Doyin that wrote it. That Doyin has very good command of English. That she self cannot reason to mention facade. That is Doyin that wrote it. So far, they're from the same season. She's still giving that, like she's insisting. How funny will it look on her face? How I wish Biggie can play the record. Though I know Biggie will not do that. So that Sisi would just, look at that it's not even Doyin. Then she will look so funny because she's still insisting. Saying that Doyin go right hand. Saying I do it right time, that there is no way. To the extent they're analyzing, she use her left hand, she do this, she do that. Wahala, and it's really getting to Sisi. She says she's having PTSD of what happened to her in 2018 and all of that. But last, all of them go, they're all right. Meanwhile, everyone and their own wahala this night, Mercy at the other hand. I told you guys she said some things I do not like about white money. Even how she said, nah, inte white money may come up for in bed. Next thing I saw is two of them in the HOH room. She's actually moody. She was complaining about how kissing is just the only highlight for her, that she does not find it funny and all of that how would her mom feel, and she's just bothered. White money was like, first off, you need to know how close you are with your man. I don't know how close you are with your man, but though this house has a way on working on somebody, but Fraud told me already that your man actually handed you over to him to protect in the house. So that means you really have a man. Mercy was like, that man is just not really so deep. Then White Money was like, then at 12 na go know how una go sort am. He's probably having a threesome, or something like that. Mercy was like, hey, three some more, So she says she's bothered that everything the mom advised her against is what she's doing in the house. That the mom said, don't go and be dressing naked and all of that. She's doing all of that and more now. So people are like, why is Mercy saying all of this? She that is the breadwinner, how would she be acting like she care? I'm not wondering. So you think if someone is a breadwinner, then you don't have to respect your parents? What are you guys trying to say? Anyway, she actually even later asked White Money that she thought she was the one that sent White Money out of, her bed. White Money said no, she wasn't the one, that he stood up himself. So they started having this conversation about, their closeness and all of that. I'm like, these two people, if now want start to the ship, make we not start, make we hear word. All this sooner petty talk, don't they tire me? White Money also said about the ladies he liked in the house, that the first person was Cece, whom he was drawn to until their banter started, and then having those issues, Sisi made him understand her more, and then the second person was Doyin, that Doyin has this personality he likes, but people do not see it, that he really likes Doyin for a particular reason, and he was trying to know Doyin more, not necessarily about this, but to know her more, that there's something in particular about her. And then he said the third lady, he's not going to mention the person. Now, the question is, who is this third lady? Whom do you think the third lady is that White Money was referring to, that he really want to know? Because I remember in his season, I don't know why White Money like giving someone headache to guess. In his season, he actually did like some ladies, and he mentioned two, then left one, and that one person was Maria. I was able to dictate it, but now this one, who would tell me whom White Money did not disclose? Because he disclosed that of Cece and Doyin. Now there's this one person he did not disclose, or the person is not Mercy. Don't go and mention Mercy, because already he sees Mercy, that Mercy has a thing, and they can just relate in the house here, because he said he needed a confidant, somebody he would trust in the house, and Mercy was the person that topped the list, regarding that Mercy has a sheep outside. But Mercy ended up crying. She said she needed a hug. The camera went off from them, but next thing, White Money is hugging her, and she was crying because she refused to eat. But White Money, after hugging her and telling her that she should not worry, White Money was like, even if your mom come for this house, she go even fall in love. That there is how this house work on people. So he was just trying to cheer her up, Afterwards, asked her, are you going to eat now? She said yes. So she went to have a shower, and she's currently eating at the HOH lounge. I can't wait for Monday though. That is today. It's Monday already, as in how the game will play out on Monday, head of house game and whatever. Coming from Favor, I knew Venita didn't take that lightly. If it wasn't for growth, she would have Dodo up and walk out the door with her. She and Doyin, same Joe, minor difference. Now she fit Doyin, can't wait for the reunion, and I'm ready for Dodo tears because she never see her wrongs. You think Venita would do anything to Doyin? Una fun itself. Coming from Evergreen, level up people found out after the show that Doyin was a good friend. Those ones will also find out soon. Anyways, what matters, whether people find out or not, the cocoa is to yourself. Do you think you're a good person? That is all that matters. Coming from Opera, Doing is out while furnitures like Soma and White Money is still in the house. I keep saying that Nigerians are not emotional mature for a reality TV show. I see reasons why Ilebaye, CC, and Messi are the top contenders. Are you trying to say they're not ready to be top contenders? If Cece didn't write love letter to Toby, whom she actually liked, even as a joke, is it now Adekuku that she never fails to hide her distaste for, that she will now write letter to? I thought you all said he was intelligent. Mad people, all of you. But you wouldn't blame him though, you wouldn't blame him, whether this one has nothing to do with intelligence, right? At this point in time, everybody would just be pointing fingers, you could be wrong. When you're in that house, you will be even doing some things, and you'll be asking yourself question, are you do like this, so it is what it is. And it's something I noticed when Doyin left. It seems like the housemates were kind of happy. A certain amount of the housemates were kind of happy. I remember Doyin asking Cece that did she not notice that many people do not like her. What she said is she was actually right. Coming from Likona, at Ebuka, you will pay for your sins one day. Those housemates said so many things about Mercy. They have schemed behind her back, but you never ask them anything. You don't have to ask Mercy anything, but no, you must ask about stupid cases. But why are you guys always like this? You have to tag Ebuka and start calling him out because Ebuka spoke about your fave. This was the same thing you people did during Yemi's season and BB Titan season. Yemi Crest fans started coming for Ebuka's life. It is not funny. He is doing his job. Make una free the guy, abeg. Coming from I pour too much love. It is funny how one would think because Mercy is rich and most likely the breadwinner in her family that she won't care, respect home. Same way I never stay out past 7 p.m. curfew even as I live alone and pay all my bills myself. I can't do sleepovers. Can Mercy, Sisi, Alex, and Adekunle be up next week? I want to check something. Or more ego choke. Normally, it's like this week, all housemates will be up. You never can tell. But we see how that plays out anyway. Shorzy is actually grateful that he has stayed, like that tomorrow making 1 month in the game. Now, the question is Shorzy going to stay a month, an extra week, or is going to be going this week? We will only find out. Time would only tell. Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now. I don't cuckoo try me to make I go sleep, relax my head. We'll see you guys later in the morning. Bye for now.